Dude, I'm scared of the road now. I was such a good driver. I would go crazy, but like in a good way, you know? I'm very, I was on my way to a track that day. I crashed and it was raining and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take the McLaren and not the Lambo, even though the Lambo would be way better in the rain. But it's just like, I'm going to a track, you know, just in case. Not even just in case, just like, I don't know, just taking the McLaren to the track. You don't want to take your nicer car to the track in general. So yeah, I didn't expect to crash on the way there, man.
All right, guys, we made it out here. We're with Jack, man. If they don't know who you are, Jack, what's your first introduction? Someone who does not know who you are.
Hello, I am Jack Doherty. But what would I say? I guess I make just videos online and cause a lot of ruckus, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding. But
for the most part, you do video create. That's how you grew your name in the first place, right?
Yeah, I literally just film my life and here I am.
You think it ever gets overwhelming?
All day, bro. It never stops. You saw when you pulled up here what goes on. There's a million things going on. Freaking tow truck drivers here to pick up my crashed McLaren. Just breaking all the tiles out here. Just going crazy. My landlord's gonna kill me for this, and I don't know.
Damn. Can you check out your cars? I know you got some nice cars back here.
Yeah, left. It's two.
Left?
Yeah. So yeah, I got the Lamborghini Huracan and then my Mansory Lamborghini Urus, but I want to sell these cars. If you have any interested buyers out there, you know, go buy them or something. Because I don't want to crash again. I can't mess up again, you know?
You think that accident has caused like trauma in you?
Yes, dude. I'm scared of the road now. I was such a good driver. I would go crazy, but like in a good way, you know? I'm very, I was on my way to a track that day. I crashed and it was raining and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take the McLaren and not the Lambo, even though the Lambo would be way better in the rain. But it's just like, I'm going to a track, you know, just in case. Not even just in case, just like, I don't know, just taking the McLaren to the track. You don't want to take your nicer car to the track in general. So yeah, I didn't expect to crash on the way there, man.
So for people who are not car guys, right? What specifically is this and what is this and how much do they cost?
Yo, I don't know. I'm not a car guy either. No, I'm kidding. But I paid $360 for this car, then put a little money into it. And then this one I paid $400 for, but this is a Mansory Urus, so look at it from the front. It looked nicer.
You think someone who's young, right? They're like my age, for example, and they're starting to make money off social media. Should they buy cars?
No.
Don't?
Buy real estate.
Really?
I didn't buy my first car, I guess, until I was able to drive, but I mean, I was making money before I was able to drive. But I mean, I bought my first house when I was 15, my first car when I was 17. Make sure you're able to afford your car payment. You know, like when I bought a Tesla Model 3 Performance, it was like 70K at the time. I put 5K down and then I put the other 65K into Tesla stock and it literally doubled within like a couple months, like right away. Like I didn't expect it to be that fast, but my goal was like before the loan ends for it to double, and it literally happened like within months.
You think you're pretty smart with investing?
Yeah, I definitely still invest, but you know, I got a little carried away, you know. I always used to be very frugal and be very anti, you know, waste money, you know.
What do you think is the best investment to make in 2024?
Real estate, like just buy as much real estate as possible. I'm gonna sell these and buy more real estate, you know. It's just like these things are pointless. I mean, I guess in my sense, you know, it's good for content and I can make money back on it, but it ain't helping you in the long run. It's just depreciating.
So you think at this point you want to get rid of all your cars?
Yep.
What's your favorite car you have?
Probably this one.
Would you keep this one?
I want to.
You do?
Yeah.
Don't you have a Sprinter van as well?
Yeah.
That's got to stay, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that, and then my Cybertruck. I have a Tesla Model X too. I don't want that anymore. I don't need two. I have 3 Teslas right now, actually. They're always dead. Like I don't want any of those except the Cybertruck. I just wrapped it. It's cool. But like fudge cars, bro. I'd rather Uber everywhere. It's just like so much more peace of mind. Like if something happens to it, it's just like 400K down the drain. It's not fun to think about. It doesn't. You're just stressed over it. It's different.
Yeah, guys. So that's the lesson. Do not buy or do not waste all your money on cars. Invest in real estate.
Yeah, because then you crash that shit. You can't crash a house.
All right, guys, we're in Jack's room.
Oh, it's so messy. McKinley, do a better job. This one on you, for real.
Damn, the first thing I see is the plaques, guys. One day I'll have one of those plaques, I'm telling you.
Bed sheets. There we go. Yeah, we got hella plaques. McKinley, I think McKinley has more plaques than me. McKinley's, that's me and McKinley's. That's mine. But then, oh wait, one of those mine, that's McKinley's. One of those mine, and the rest McKinley's. That's the OG plaque right there. That means you've been around. That means you've been doing it. Nah, I respect you though. That's why I'm doing this right now. You're 16, right?
16.
You're 16, he's grinding on social media. Like, I started when I was 12, so I see me and him, and no, I respect your grind, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Hope you go a long way. He's a hustler. He's motivated and he's grinding, and this kid's young, so you know what you're doing. You're killing it, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I respect you, dog.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, from you to me, obviously you see what I'm doing with social media. What's one thing you would tell me straight to my, like, for me to
keep doing what you're doing, bro? You're motivated. You made this happen. You know, you're consistent with it, and here we are. Yeah, man. Just keep being consistent. Keep doing your thing, and keep doing what no other kid your age is doing. I mean, that's really what you got to be doing. That's how you'll stay ahead of everyone.
That's true. A lot of people are scared to pick up the camera and make that first video, man.
Don't be scared.
You think so? You think social media will still be taking over forever?
Yeah, forever. It'll never go away.
You think so?
I mean, everyone here is addicted to it.
That's true.
But it ain't going nowhere.
And revenue-wise, I don't know if you could say, but what's the best platform, like social media-wise, that's made you the most, would you say? Like between like money and like attention to your name, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, YouTube's where I started.
Yeah.
But you know, I manage a bunch of girls on that OF platform. That does pretty well. And then, you know, I live stream too. But a little bit of a mix of everything. You know, it depends on the month. You know, sometimes better here, sometimes better there. Depends where I put my focus into, like what, you know, how much time I put into everything.
But you think YouTube long form is definitely the best way to start?
It's a good way to start, but if anything, I would just do short form.
Shorts?
Shorts or get more views than that. People be scrolling on TikTok longer than they be watching like horizontal YouTube videos for.
And you're 21 now, right? You just turned 21?
Yes, sir.
What's one thing you wish you could tell your 18-year-old self before becoming the person you are today?
Don't buy a McLaren. What were you thinking? Oh my God. But yeah, that's about it.
I think closet, man. I know you have all the shirts. Can we see your shirts?
Yes, sir.
Let's see it, man.
All right, we got all the shirts. We got everything. This is my closet.
What's your favorite shirt in here?
My favorite shirt? I don't know. It's like,
Damn, there's so much stuff in here, bro.
I'm trying to think. It's probably whatever the most expensive thing is. This hoodie, I think the most expensive thing in here.
Which one?
I've never worn it, but like, cause like, why would I wear
is
this
that?
ugly ass? It's cashmere.
I don't even know what that is.
Me neither, but it was $7 grand.
7?
Yeah, it's kind of waste of money. You still have the tag on it. Oh, it's $6,300.
What about chrome? And you got so much chrome in here in gallery. Where do you get all your clothes from? Can you say?
Yeah, like StockX. Sometimes I go to Design District.
Yeah. That's where I first met Jack, guys. If you guys want to meet Jack, Doherty, Design District. No, I'm sure.
Shit.
We're in the backyard now, Jack. What is your favorite part about the backyard?
Probably just how modern it looks. I always like, you know, modern Minecraft looking houses. So finally got one.
And how much does this house cost?
I pay $60K a month in rent.
Do you know what it costs like to buy?
I asked them how much to buy it, and they're trying to get like 12 mil.
12 million?
They ain't getting that.
What's a square feet?
6,500 or something.
Damn.
Like, yeah, that's OD. They trying to
crazy.
finesse little Doherty boy.
You think that people treat you differently because you're so young? Like just in general?
Yeah, there's another landlord right there. I rent that house too. They charge me 11 grand a month. Come on, that's finesse everywhere. No, I'm kidding. Gotta keep going. Whatever makes the business keep booming.
And do you know what age you first became a millionaire?
When I was 15.
15.
Yeah.
How do you think you made your first million?
How did I make it? YouTube. All YouTube. Like every dollar came from YouTube.
You think there's anything that we should know if someone's like becoming someone famous like at a younger age that you did differently that they should know about? Like maybe cut people off that weren't right for you?
I wouldn't cut them off. I would use them until they're not, you know, worth it anymore. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, you just gotta stay focused and don't let anyone get in your way, you know? Gotta stay focused. You're young. Everything will be all right at the end of the day. No matter how bad it gets, it'll always get better.
All right, so making this much money at such a young age, is there ever a piece of financial advice that you've received that's always stuck with you throughout this journey?
Yeah, don't take advice from people you wouldn't swap bank accounts with.
Is that always the case?
I mean, low key, it's like, what do they know if they got $1 in there, you know?
But what if it's some old guy who's been through a lot of life experience?
Got better advice. I'm like, how you get there? At the end of the day, they're the same age, but one gets to live a completely different life. Not saying one makes you happier or not, you know?
So what do you think that separates the super rich from the rich? Like, honestly.
Motion. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Some people like, people that are like rich, like act like me. Like, look at me, bro. Like, what am I doing out here? People that are super rich, they quiet. They move in silence. But I'm 20. I got to get it all out of my system, you know? But yeah, I mean, that's really the difference.
Do you think there's an age you'll stop doing social media?
I don't know. Like one day, you know, I want to be set enough to where I have enough real estate to cover, you know, all my expenses so I never have to worry and it's just completely passive. But I mean, once all the pressure is lifted off my shoulders, you know, when I have that, then I can, you know, work more free and kind of do and move how I want, you know, and not have to feel like I have to do everything every day because, you know, I have to pay my bills at the end of the month. But, you know, if I can live more passively, have everything covered, and then everything else is just on top, then, I don't know, you could make more better decisions or not to burn yourself out.
All right, guys, so we're here with Jack. And Jack, honestly, man, I want like 15 minutes of your time just to pick your brain, bro.
Sure.
How is everything, like, honestly, how is life for you, honestly, as a whole right now?
It's a lot, but gotta keep going.
Can you break it down for me?
Life, don't keep lifing. That's what Kodak said. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, life's good at the end of the day, you know? I'm blessed and I'm happy to be where I'm at. You know, there's obviously a lot of challenges that might come in your way, but you just gotta, you know, overcome them and learn from them. But yeah, life all about lessons.
Do you think there's anything big in your career that you regret?
Crashing my McLaren. No, I'm kidding. You know, everything happens for a reason at the end of the day, but I'm not sure what the reason of that was. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it definitely was just it was a huge learning lesson. Very humbling, and yeah, I mean, I'm ready to sell all my cars, bro. I don't want them anymore.
You think there's one life lesson you picked up from that incident?
I'm not invincible, you know? I mean, maybe I am because I came out of it alive. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, I gotta be more careful, you know? You only get one life, and especially I gotta keep people around me safe too, you know? I gotta just chill out, but that's life.
What do you think's missing, a part like of your person as a whole? Like, what do you think you gotta do to fix yourself?
Just take a step back and I just need to slow down things, you know? But because I be trying to do too much at once. Like, I have a bunch of businesses and I'm also streaming 150 hours a month. And yeah, you know, I never got a chance to just step back and process everything and learn from things recently because I've just been so just go. But then that McLaren accident happened and I've had a chance to really step back recently and just, I don't know, it's just been different, you know? I'm not on stream 10 hours a day like I used to, and I can do more different things with that time.
I mean, I kind of want to just tone it back again one more time. Were there any times in your career that you felt dark, like as a dark time, that is like a specific story you can mention?
Maybe when I was like your age, you know, and like I had a couple million subscribers on YouTube and I felt very different than everyone my age.
Why do you say that?
I mean, I was like, I'm working every day and they're, you know, playing on the playground. But no, I'm kidding. But I'm buying houses and they're doing their homework. So it's like we have two different goals right now in life. And that's why I felt like I was different back then. And that's what made me feel like more lonely. But now I got a Lamborghini, so there's only one seat in there. No, I'm kidding. But no, I mean, you just felt different back then. But then, you know, once I got out of high school, everything changed. I found people that do what I do and you just eventually just build from there. And I've just been scaling ever since. And, you know, I've never felt dark or down ever since. I've just kept going, kept my head up and stayed positive. No matter what the situation is, you just got to keep going no matter what. Otherwise, you're going to stop.
And let me tell you one thing, man. I've interviewed a lot of entrepreneurs, right? They have a bunch of employees that they have no connection with. So they have just people working for them in different spaces. You have people who work for you, but they're your best friends, right? You hire someone and they're automatically like your good friend and they're scared to fire. Are you not scared to fire?
Yeah, it definitely makes it a lot harder because like they live like right next door.
Yeah.
So if I'm like, yo, 14 days.
Is that how it works?
For 2 weeks. No, I'm kidding. No. It's not like that. You know, it's more like they see it coming because I'm so busy. It's hard for me to really have one-on-one conversations with everyone. And, you know, I have like an employee for that, you know, that, you know, stays on top of everyone because I just have to do so much in my own thing that it's hard for me to stay on top of everyone. And I mean, it's kind of getting there where it's like getting harder to have a relationship with everyone. Yeah, I mean, that's just the only way to keep scaling.
And people who are watching behind the screen, everyone has this bad impersonation of you, man. What's one message you have to them just in general? Like from the bottom of your heart, like honestly.
You can't judge a book by its cover. I mean, I know a lot of people see the crazy stuff online about me, but I mean, that's just the worst stuff is what they see because that's what goes the most viral, you know? But I mean, you can't ever judge someone unless you meet them. But at the same time, it's my fault for, you know?
What do you think is like something you did differently that like made this image of you so pop in a bad way?
I film every second of my life. Like that's why it's like every hiccup, every mistake I made is broadcasted live in 4K. So it's like but I do that to myself. Everyone makes mistakes and everyone does terrible things, but they don't be live streaming. It's like the worst things I do is probably like the least of what other people be doing off camera. But sure. I mean, I'm not defending myself anyway.
So how do you deal with hate you receive from social media?
I just don't look at the comments, you know? I just don't let the negativity get to me because there's so many things I have to be positive about in my life that's what I should be focusing on and not letting the negative thoughts get to me because it'll just stop me and slow me down.
All right, so now we're gonna take a huge turn, man. We're gonna talk about a little bit of the brighter side, about the business and finance wise. Do you think for social media creation like yourself, do you need to have a big network?
Yeah, but at a point, it's like you can only rely on yourself, you know? It's like your network only gonna do so much for you unless, I mean, sometimes here and there it can help, but it's like you really just got yourself to rely on, you know, you got your best interests and it's important to network, obviously, you know, you never know what opportunities might come up, but yeah, I wouldn't solely rely on it.
I want you to break down all of your income sources right now.
I got YouTube, live streaming, I got an agency, and then I got like real estate.
What about like other platforms? Like, don't you get paid off Snapchat and TikTok also?
I'm banned on Snapchat.
No way.
Yeah, choke fudge Snapchat. But what else you say?
TikTok.
TikTok's you make a good amount off live.
Live?
Yeah, get some galaxies and shit.
I don't want to ask you for all of it, but is there any specific amount you could say like monthly or yearly you've made off those platforms?
I mean, I've said in other podcasts, people ask me what I've made in a year, and I've said like over 10 mil.
It's over 10 mil. Is it every year like that for the last few years at least?
I mean, really only like last year. That was the first time it really like jumped, you know?
Is there an exact number you're looking to make this year?
I'm trying to always do better than last year.
What was last year, 10?
Yeah.
10.
Gotta keep going. But yeah, man, gotta do better than last year. That's the motto. That's what Lil Baby says.
Do you think marketing has anything to do with what you do?
Yeah, it's everything with what I do.
It is.
Marketing's everything.
How do you market yourself like to promote, let's just say the OF?
Keep going viral.
Yeah.
Shit just happens. I don't even plan it.
You think if you had to restart and there's a different way to guarantee yourself the income, you would stop OF? Or like you would never start it?
That industry, gambling, and I don't know, those industries are what have a ton of money and it's just never going away, you know?
It's true.
There's certain industries that just like have repetitive income and it's just something that's just not going anywhere. I mean, it's just always gonna be there. It's like people are always gonna need a place to live. Real estate's always gonna be around.
You think real estate's your number 2 income?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to number 1, but you know,
it's hard.
You gotta get money to invest.
Where are most of your properties?
I have some in Florida, some in like North Carolina. Just depends.
Are they like, what kind of properties are they?
I have like some that are like 5-10 unit buildings.
Damn.
It just depends.
You have buildings?
Yeah, just depends on like what it is. Some of them, like I have a bunch of single family. And then if a good deal pops up, it's like a 7 or 10, you know?
What do you do with most of your properties?
Rent them out.
You rent them out? Airbnb or just rent?
Just right. Trying to get them on Section 8.
Section 8?
Yeah, make good money off that.
You ever visited any of your properties that are like on the lower end?
I've been to like 2 of them.
2 of them?
I think. Yeah,
so you
2 of them.
don't have to check up on them, right? You have tenants or whatever?
I have, like, what are they called?
Landlords,
property managers.
Property managers.
Yeah, they take like 10%, but they do everything.
I mean, Jack, man. Wait, how old are you? You're 21, right?
Yes, sir.
It's awesome, man. If they want to check you out, Jack, where can they find you on social media?
At Jack Doherty.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jack.
Hey, go follow him. He's the real hustler. He's next up. Put me out of business, bro.
Thank you, man.
For real. I wish you the best.